Hey guys, welcome back to Total Carp Fishing TV. Today you join me on the bank in a live feature. We're with the man himself, Frank Warwick, and we're going to take a look at his bivvy, the Inspire SLR bivvy from Prologic. So let's get into it. So we're currently in session at Hawcock Lakes, and Frank has kindly allowed me to take a closer look at the bivvy in a little bit more detail. So Prologic have really put some time and effort in making this one of the fastest erecting bivvies on the market, and that's all down to the spring-loaded mechanism on the top, which I'll show you a little bit more in detail in a moment. So SLR stands for spring-loaded reflex, which is the unique part of this bivvy, and that's what gives it its really quick erection speed. This combined with the aluminium frame offers super quick setup and pack up efficiency. The profile of the frame gives you a lot of headroom, and there's loads of space inside the bivvy considering it's just a one man. We'll talk a little bit more about the space inside in just a moment. So since we've been here, the rain has been on and off pretty much for the whole time. At some points it's been torrential, and then we've had a bit of light rain in between. The Protex 20,000mm lightweight and waterproof material has absolutely survived these conditions. It's been absolutely perfect. It's safe to say that Frank has kept perfectly dry and nice and comfortable in the bivvy for the duration of the session. So the Inspire SLR is designed to fit all kinds of situations throughout the whole of the year. So like I've said, today and yesterday has been really torrential weather with rain off and on and high winds, and it's withstood that really well. But on the opposite spectrum, if you've got a really hot sunny day, you can actually open all the 4 vents around the back of the bivvy, and then you also have this front removable panel which has a load of different features which we'll talk about in a second. But it is ideal in all the weather situations that you might be faced with during fishing. All 4 of the vents on the rear and the sides are fully mozzie meshed, so if you do zip them down, you've got full protection from the mozzies. Speaking of mozzie mesh, on this particular panel here, you have 3 mozzie mesh sections that you can chop and change depending on what the weather's like. You can either have it as a full waterproof shield, or you can have it as a letterbox style, or like I say, roll that fabric back and then you've got 3 mozzie mesh panels there as well. If that's not enough mozzie mesh for you, then this can be replaced with a complete mozzie mesh panel, which is absolutely ideal if it's really hot and you want to get the air circulation in there throughout the whole of your session. Another thing that keeps you really comfortable on your session is the zip-in ground sheet. Now, having a zip-in ground sheet eliminates all the draft from underneath and keeps you nice and dry within the bivvy. And this has really proven its worth during this session because we've been faced with all the elements. The condenser wrap that you can see that's already on the bivvy here comes supplied with the bivvy itself, and this helps eliminate condensation within the bivvy. And what it gives you is an extra layer between the top of the bivvy itself, which helps the air cool down a lot slower and more naturally, reducing the amount of condensation you get in the bivvy. You can see that the condensation wrap does actually have 2 rod straps, and this is replicated underneath. So if you remove it, you still have those 2 rod straps on the front of the bivvy itself. This attaches securely to the top of the bivvy via the buckles on the front and the straps on each of the arms. The SLR is ideal for fishing throughout the whole season. It's big enough to be comfortable in the bivvy through those longer sessions, but it's also really quick erecting, which makes it ideal when you want to get on the bank nice and quickly. In terms of dimensions, the bivvy's length is 275 centimetres, the depth is 150 centimetres, and the height is 240 centimetres. So as you can tell from that, plenty of room inside. The SLR features the Pro Vent system, which when you've got all the vents open, you've got a full 360 ventilated bivvy. Everything that we spoke about in the video is supplied with the bivvy, so you're not having to buy any extras or add-ons. The recommended retail price is £549.99, which is an exceptional price for everything that's included. So that is pretty much everything I need to tell you about the brand new Inspire SLR bivvy from Prologic. If you do want any more information, then click the link below, but I should probably leave Frank to his session and hopefully he can bag a few fish.